Welcome to Toronto Wildlife Centre. Today we're checking in on our wildlife care staff and getting a brief glimpse at a few of their essential daily tasks. These hardworking individuals are crucial to keeping the centre up and running and ensuring all patients get the help they need. Get ready, because this is far from your typical day job. With over 100 orphan ducklings in care, these enclosures need meticulous attention. Maintaining a clean environment is essential for the health and wellness of all patients. Fortunately, Lacey Ann is on the job, ensuring these ducklings' enclosures stay clean and their teeny tiny tummies stay full.
These poor ducklings were orphaned, so they were found with no parents. That's why we took them in, and we are taking care of them here at TWC. Day-to-day is usually helping a lot with feedings and cleanings of our patients in care. And today we're going to focus a little bit more on cleaning our breeder boxes, which holds a lot of our ducklings. I'm removing all the items from the brooder box and hosing them down really, really well. Then I rinse out the brooder box itself and make sure to remove all feces and old food. We want to make sure that when we take care of them and clean them, that we're doing a proper job. Here we are cutting the grass according to the baby mallard's beak size, so it's small enough for them to eat without any trouble. Keeping a clean brooder box gives them the best chance at growing and developing in the healthiest way possible. This way, when they are released, they are able to thrive on their own. Once everything is clean, we put everything back.
Everybody's home.
Inside, Aaron is preparing to administer medication to a poor Virginia opossum who was tragically hit by a car. Undoubtedly in pain, this patient has shown little interest in food since his arrival, but daily treatment and attentive care has begun his healing process, and he should start to feel better soon. With Aaron's help, the opossum will receive necessary nutrients to build his strength.
So today I have a ham feed and a medical administration for a Virginia opossum, or she was not very responsive, walking in circles continuously. Now he's very happy to eat, very excited. That is a huge improvement from where he was before. So that's getting charted. So now everybody is updated. I've changed our boards. Everybody knows that he is doing well.
Meanwhile, in another corner of the center, Rabina is about to have her hands full feeding these rambunctious raccoons. With so many mouths to feed, let's see how she ensures that every raccoon gets their bottle.
Maybe pulls them the same way their mother would pull them, which is just the scruff fold. With Twitter and pillowcase, just so we minimize the amount of time that they see us. We don't want them to get really associating us with food. So usually when they are so good and they are such a big group, we like to use that little rack on the ground just to ensure that their feeding doesn't fall behind. But raccoons, they really like their formula extra hot. You'll be feeding one and you'll think like it's the fussiest raccoon ever, and then you'll warm it up a bit and then suddenly they're just drinking it super, super fast and you're like, wow, you really are super picky. So once they're weaned, we can move them into a bigger outdoor enclosure where they are as kind of far away from people as they can be, and then eventually they'll be ready for release. So right now I'm filling out all of their charts just so we know that they can fed. We clean their enclosures every day, and obviously when they're in the enclosure it's pretty impossible to clean it, so we keep them in here for a little bit until it's nice and clean for them, and then we will put them back in.
In the kitchen, Marina is preparing a nutritious meal for a turtle who sadly is another victim of a vehicle collision. These next steps, from meal preparation to feeding, are vital in a patient's recovery process. With a properly proportioned meal, Marina is now heading over to the turtle enclosure. After undergoing a procedure that stabilized her broken shell, this patient needs a specialized environment to heal in, as well as a healthy diet to keep her energy up.
So we make sure that we change their water, clean their enclosure, and then we'll feed. That way they have all day to graze on their diet or however long they want to take. They are newer, they're still a little scared, which is understandable, and so they might take a little while. Somebody whose movement needs to be restrained, let's say they have a lot of fractures, a lot of wounds, might be in a shallower bin. But yeah, just like the diets, every turtle does get like a custom cleaning schedule, essentially. Yeah. this is turtle gel. It's just like an easier way of making sure that they really are getting what they need. And then another thing they get is their pellets. But one thing they all have in common is they don't like their veggies. So the greens is always the last thing to go. And hold out until the day after, see if they can get a gypsy worm. When is she supposed to be weighed?
Oh, right now. Okay.
Great. We get some pearl handling. So we know that she has a bit of a fracture going on, so we're just going to be very gentle. She's trying to slap me away. That's very common. I can see she's gained a couple of grams since she's been admitted, which was like 5 days ago. So this is good. We're not concerned. It's a good weight. I volunteered here 4 years ago. I really enjoyed my time here. So when the time came for me to have a bit of a career change, I thought of TWC right away, and I love it. It's really fulfilling and it's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, I'm here for the animals, and I think that's the best part, when I get to see them improve. Every time I weigh someone and they've gained weight, I'm like, yes, it's so satisfying, or we can see their wounds healing up day after day. It's really amazing.
That was just a sneak peek into moments during a day of hard work with TWC's wildlife care staff. Every day brings new challenges, heartwarming moments, and of course, lots of incredible, resilient wildlife. If you love this behind-the-scenes look and want to see more, let us know in the comments below. Also, tell us what you would like to see more of.